from Ife Chief Chidokapu, Nifa and Ondaku, Yotago, they will now address the issues why, the reason why you are here, technically. Eh? So upon Ife go. So can them just be there back one them when noche. So what I microphone now? Okay, can I be with Barrister Mrs. Regina Ifoma Wiley. So, anybody find a Weber, right? Yeah. So, we can show you. Manina where agwa, maka mane massive, one keep where they saw one kind of hand. So, until we find a Weber. Now, what is there any problem with generational wealth transfer in Southeast? What's your impression? Do you think there's a problem or not? What's your opinion? As a woman and as a da, Jenu Dinam Bozo, Biakita, chairman of the company your father founded, and the first daughter, Nkija Udiopala, right? So what is your impression of this?
Thank you very much for this question. First of all, I want to thank our Igwe for organizing this. And I believe that, and I'm also very happy that you have children here to listen to what is dead on arrival as far as the Southeast is concerned. When Anayo called me and told me about this, there's this lyrics of a song that just came to my mind as soon as he gave me the topic by Orishefemi. It goes like this: double wahala for dead body. DJ, do you have that song? Can you play it for me? DJ, thank you. So for me, generational wealth is dead on arrival. Why? There are two dimensions to this. There are two problems facing generational wealth transfer. First of all, is the problem of generating wealth, and the second problem is the problem of transferring wealth, sustaining it and growing wealth in the Southeast. Now, I would like to look at generational wealth transfer, not in the terms of businesses, but generational wealth transfer in the people of the Southeast. Three causes of the problem: the family, our culture, and succession planning. But I'm going to focus on our culture because it cuts across the family and succession planning. In the Southeast, unfortunately, we have our customs and tradition that erodes, impedes, and destroys the intellectual property of our people. Our people are entitled, our people are dependent. And that's why we are not able to reach the capacity, our potential capacity as a people in the Southeast. We have our boys and men waiting to inherit. We have our girls depending on their father's wealth or their brother's wealth or their husbands, just because our culture has designed the laws or practices to support such things. And those things kill our intellectual capacity. Let's put it in perspective. Every year we have the Afiolu Festival, the New Yam Festival. This New Yam Festival, our forefathers have set up centuries ago. And for us, the yam represents wealth. The yam represents productivity. In fact, the name, as it is, Afiolo, connotes that it was set up as a vehicle to encourage and celebrate the generation of wealth, generational wealth and productivity. But what do we have now? Every year when we come for Afiolo, we see our youths, our people, flogging, littered all over the streets, flogging, extorting money, asking for money. It's really, every year it breaks my heart when I see it. I said, how can we have this amount of waste in our place? And we are celebrating the Afiolo. When this festival, I believe our forefathers set it up as a vehicle to transform Nnewi, to transform even Nigeria to be greater than any country in the world. So I would say that if we really want to solve this problem of generational wealth, we must solve the problem of generating wealth in our people. And the Afiolu Festival, as far as I believe, is a vehicle to this change. But before the Afiolu Festival can be used to impact this change, we must do something about our culture.
Yeah. Okay. Are you done?
No. Let me recommend something.
Okay, go ahead.
Our children from the age of 7, because I know that even at the age of 7, they already know what Afiolu is, preparing for how they will do their masquerades and all that. If you can encourage our children from the age of 7 and above, every year, you prepare for what you are going to harvest at the end of the year and showcase as your product, whether it's intellectual product or what have you. Every single year, for 4 days, every community celebrates that. This would open up a lot of partnerships to create founders, co-founders, investments for our people, because industries like we have Cutix, Chikason, all these industries, they are human beings they are going to pass these things to. This wealth, they are human beings, and we need our people to, if we celebrate things like this, they can come and form partnership with these people who have developed something. They can also invest in them. Banks can invest with them. Our people in diaspora, can invest in them. So what I'm just trying to say in essence is that something really needs to be done about our custom, our culture, and the festival which we celebrate. Let's use it to become that real vehicle that our forefathers had engineered and set it up to become. Okay.
Okay, so we're taking note here because some things are coming up, right? This is the spin-off about modernization of our festival, the culture and all that. And again, basically the tourism industry, right? We need to develop that. Yes. So now, the second one will be, what attributes should anyone who plans to create or sustain conglomerate like yours possess? So what, in essence, now you are there, right? So what and what do you intend to, what are you going to do differently to ensure that either there will be a continuation or a better situation by the time you are gone?
Yes, this is part of the reason. In fact, that's why I accepted this invitation, because it's really important that I come to say this. We can't be talking about planning our succession when there's no one to succeed. We need to have our children, when I say our children, not blood now. The people of Nnewi, our brothers and sisters, we need to have everyone, let them have the capacity to generate wealth. And when they have that capacity to generate wealth, with the issue of transferring wealth, worried about sustaining or growing it won't come up, because our children would they will understand the value of wealth creation. So when you have someone, even when they're employed, and let me give an instance. We all have businesses. You have your employees. Why is it that your employees will just come after all? They say, if I have a business, they make these statements. Why? Because there's no sense, that sense of ownership is not there. There's no platform, that enables them see that what they are doing is actually for themselves and their families, not necessarily, they're not working for whoever owns the company. So we need to change this idea by making all these changes that I am hopefully recommending, so that in future, in 10 years' time, we're not going to be having these issues of transferring generational wealth, who to transfer it to, whether it's our children or anyone in Nnewi or someone whoever it is. But I hope that in 5 years' time, I don't even want 10 years, someone will be able to do something better than me. That's my prayer, and all of us who are leading right now.
Hello. It is not easy for a farmer to sit down to talk here, right? Hope you understand that. Yes. So, and you've done well. How does it feel being the first woman from Nnewi to be a chairman of a quoted company in Nigerian Stock Exchange? If they get on our bag,
first of all, I didn't know I was the first woman, so I don't know. And secondly, I don't feel any different. So, yeah, something.
Okay, that's fine. Then the last question from you. How do you manage family expectation of your position in this business? Where this business that you are the chairman and your family holds a significant amount of shares there. How do you actually manage family expectation, right? From your siblings, your father, everybody in the family.
Well, it comes to the same thing we've been talking about, how you are raised. My father set up Cutix and did the most difficult thing by setting up a company, because it's very difficult. But I can tell you that my father was available for us throughout the time, and we didn't even know he was setting up something as big as this. So what I'm saying in essence is all about organizing yourself and planning, investing the necessary amount of time for everything that is important to you. So I don't have a problem with that.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll still come back to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, Dikana, just like I could, when you because sometimes say, if you see me, I've seen my father. So when he speaks, you think that Chikason is here. So being the chief of the old block, do you feel trapped in your father's business when you could have done other things by yourself? Do you think that you are being asked to do what you don't want to do? Probably would have loved to be a musician.
Good afternoon, everybody. The answer is yes and no. Yes, in the sense that when the business was being set up, yes, council, man, a business, and before the fates ways, why, as like, almost now, yes, if we be the king, but look towards the end, if you didn't on me. So I'm kind of yes, but the no part of it, I don't feel trapped because I'm work on the time. Because you'll move for the effect. Make him can develop with passion before them. So if I want to make it my own passion. So initially I would have said yes, all the car on your for mom. But no, I'm on a so in a way, yes, I'm not trapped because I'm pursuing my passion.
Okay.
Yes.
Then how do you manage the weight of expectation from your dad, who is still active? Active. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Then who, like his fellow oldies, believe that the children will always make great mistakes if not properly guided. We are active. You take decisions, you will cancel it. So how do you manage that?
Okay, thank you very much. I'm still managing it, to be frank with you, because Odogwan Hepempe, the man is a very strong man. But that being said, it hasn't been easy because we've had our loggerheads. But I would like to say I enforced some of my own ways. Of daba, of fear, daba, or yafna. But can't hali jujo, darling within, or can't hali major, can't hali anything. Can be him put on here, or drum, cover him to me. Or I can or give me a mental because of one and checker, go make us we keep with your hand, move, I can manage it. Make mistake then, okay, when we correct it. Oh, we go out a different name. So, yes, down, now look off for but I cannot dog.
Okay. Digana, I had an opportunity to discuss with your dad one time concerning the role of his children in his business. So I think that was the time the man took the whole family to INSEAD for training. What actually happened? Tell us about that. And what happened? And would you recommend that kind of experience and tell us the impact?
Okay, thank you very much. I highly recommend that. What actually happened was my dad started off like so full bus why I say okay ije ku nwoke ụmụ gị ndị nwoke ije ku ụmụ gị ndị nwanyị the best of all nwere 2-1 ụmụ gị ndị nwanyị nwere first class so kedu ife ị na-eme n'ọsọ ọsọ ụmụ nwoke ka ị ga na ife ife a dị kịta na ịkpọchi ise eche ọf na onye pasịtara ọgbawa because na ọ bụ na ọmụ ka e bunyere na mbụ diọkpala company daa agụ agụgbo mgbugbo nwanne m bete kwunye onye ga-apasị nwunye ma ma anaghị ọ bụrụ na m anọghị na the business at least ndị ga na-abata so that is what inspired Nyawa, now one of my sisters, ije instead. Put here there, and you make people making sense. So since then, he actively now brought in my sisters into the business and placed each everyone. And I have to say, when you're person in the business, or you have a passion for it, and if you be somewhere, okay, so like now, at the deputy managing director. One of my sisters is the senior manager in a real estate company. One of my other sisters is the senior manager in our procurement. My brother is the depot manager. So in that book, like I be intentional about it. So yes, I will recommend it because we don't need to reinvent the wheel. These companies, like the oldest family business in the world, the Japanese hotel. I know that they are 42nd or 43rd generation. All mine is maybe 710 AD. All mine is EJ there, if you can do if the Hermes mel, can you Rothschild mel, can you Rockefeller mel? You don't need to reinvent the wheel. So those kind of courses, I highly recommend them. Okay, they really open eyes.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not before you better business, Papa. You're the the preparations in way. I'm a nail on a consultative firm. Look at that. If you do business, I can. You're the experience in way. Also, get preparation in way. If but the role, in a play now.
Okay. One, I thank God for the kind of father way. Also, like with zero sense of entitlement. Like when I was 8 years old, my father from mad. I will go now for also called Yepota, but you to have on that one. 1 year later. So you can imagine not noon, if you will a 3 house help, you will washing machine, you will everything. You don't know to get after it. If you're going after, if I in area, I had a cack of rice. My gym, everything equal, something like that. When I to school, my pocket money when no UK was £2 a day. Only one no UK may have £2 a day. It's absolutely nothing. Oh man, go phone, one them come there and go phone. Go now, my partner go phone. Nobody go on again. No can could get beer. But in Nigeria, Oti Honda the company. Oti nearby can shut all on a PwC. JD, more everything. Metapa Bidukan came. When joined the Chikason group, and got them title. Even more about long way cheaper practice. If you don't a depot, if you don't a factory. For in terms of preparation, between our insecurity, from 2015 to date, I used to come to Nnewi every month. Every month. Ebia in our factory. You know, sorry, you know, buy pempe, on our buy a jollo. Every Saturday, Saturday, J factory. Only if you name it, I think you might develop. You know, those little things. One, you start owning the whole business yourself. It opens your ideas. If one that you know, so yes, those kind of exposing your children, allowing them to make their own mistakes, listening to their own point of view is very, very vital.
Okay, now I got I talk maybe two students nearby. So I will honor if Dr. Loto College, right? They brought in 30 students, right? Because if I had one then I will follow undergraduates not here. So we're intentional in inviting them so that if I had a when they lotaliano na river. So my like he pick two questions. No flavor, eh? So I'm nas na soon Igbo. Ekuno Bobwe. So we can so man each always is immunity. So now Madana Bandana wo Chikason, eh? Only na Chikason, only na Cutix. We can you have question. 3 questions from you. Even if you go here, Yajun. Eh? Go. Go. When I can. When I can. Any question? Okay.
Good day, everyone. My name is Mbe David, and I'm necessary in Dr. Loto's College. We heard a lot about what you people said about preparing the next generation to take care of all the businesses so there'll be adequate transfer of wealth. Then we have heard a lot. Then my question is that we as the new generation to take care of all these businesses, what should we do to get prepared? Like what should we do to be prepared to take care of these businesses? That's my question.
Okay, question, note it. Then who next? Okay.
Good day, everyone. My question is, I have actually, my name is Chikason Victor. My question is, I've heard about what you guys have advised us, the new generation. But my question is relating to our parents. Since our generation is trying to get misbehaved from the other precepts of our former generation, why is it that today, instead of our parents to help to guide us to that path, they tend to try to configure our destinies? Like some of them will be like, young man, maybe go into sciences or do arts, those kind of things. Instead of trying to inculcate the values, they try to impose what they want us to be or what they wanted to be in the future. Thank you.
Dikana, you take the first question, then Ifama, you take the second one.
Okay, thank you very much for the question. If I got you right, you were asking how do we, young people, when I say get the right mindset for generational wealth transfer. One, the first thing is that you're doing the right thing by being here. Okay? Anaha Make Ananka. You have to, you yourself, your parents have done the best they can do in terms of educating you. But you yourself have now developed that hunger and that passion for whatever it is that your father is doing so that he can transfer the knowledge. And let me say, when we're talking about generational wealth transfer, it's not actually about the wealth itself. What we should be focusing on is the knowledge and the mindset that created that wealth in the first place. So that with that mindset and the knowledge can be transferred to you. Because now, it's a matter, when I go and I go to catfish. But only acquisition or he guys would be the main issue. So in terms of generational wealth transfer, that mindset, you need to educate yourself. You need to make yourself, put yourself through some rigors. The best thing you're doing right now is that you're here, you're listening. Even if it's one thing you take out from this place, 20 years from now, you won't know what impact that single knowledge of what you came from here can impact in your life. So you need to be intentional about learning from both our mentors, both our parents, both our community. You need to be intentional about it. So if you make it about the first thing that you know, can you challenges? So that's what I would recommend. Thank you.
So the second.
I didn't get his name.
Okay,
But-
just answer. He will
Yes, but you have to forgive your parents for trying to guide you, but you see it as control you to study go into a particular field. The only reason why they tell you that is because that is where you have limited opportunities, and they don't want you to come out and find yourself out of work. So, unfortunately, our society, we have just limited opportunities available for anyone. So you just have to try to, fit into those opportunities. But again, it's a saturated, market now. And that's why we are saying that let us use our very strong culture and customs to influence the explosion of our intellectual property, whether you're a girl or a boy, so that you won't have this kind of case where you are forced to do something that you really don't want. God has put it in you to be something, and to add value to Newi or the Southeast or Nigeria and the world. But there is no platform for you, and your parents cannot see that platform available for you to thrive. So what I will go back to saying is that if we, our leaders, can use our custom, which is strong and highly influential, to transform this situation we find ourselves in, someone like you and many other classmates of yours will be able to do a whole lot and transform Newi in the next few years.
Okay, thank you very much. So now, there's somebody here from the UK managing the father's business that wants to say something. Maybe 2 minutes. US, yes. Want to say something here? Yes. Mad, you stand, introduce your name. Oh, you come, let's see you. Let me see you. Please come. Oh, why Victor Maduko? Hi, I know why. I know how we fake it. I'm not there, don't ma. I want you for your socket. I'm going.
Okay, thank you so much. I'll speak English. I apologize for that. My name is Nenna. I'm the daughter of Victor Matabuko here, and I'm currently working with him in the multiple family businesses. I'm very proud of the fact that I'm the firstborn and the oldest of 5, and that I've learned so much from my father. And I do have a question for you, Mrs. Ifoma. Thank you so much for speaking about your experience. And I think my biggest question was about the generation who was born abroad, but is now coming back to Newi and interested in investing in their community, but might not know where to start. So what is your experience with that?
Hello? Hello? Chalu, Chalu? Hello? Just a moment.
Yes.
Let's just give a little interlude. Igwe needs to see someone now. So let's just give Igwe. Let's stand. Let Igwe go there. We'll continue quickly. Right? Please. Only Igwe, please, because it's getting interesting now. Right? It's getting interesting. Yes. Igwe.
People's Club Nigeria.
Yes.
Odogwo Audio Fele fa kwesịrị ekwesị ezi afa ka ego a na-akwadebe ọ dị ofele